Hello and welcome. This is I Seen You Before, playing Dominions 4, and this episode will be an introduction to the Sovirus Let's Play that we'll be playing. Together with me today I have General Runtime, who is a modder for several games I believe, including Dominions 4, and also a part-time YouTuber. You can have a link to his mod and channel in the description below. Otherwise, General Runtime, how are you doing today?
I'm okay, thank you. I see that you're only going to be running with a World War II one. I've also made a Star Wars one. I guess the themes kind of clash a bit, don't they?
Yeah, and what other games do you mod for?
Hearts of Iron 4 mostly.
Oh, Hearts of Iron 4. That's not bad. I haven't learned how to play it. I played Crusader Kings 2, but Hearts of Iron 4, I heard it has a really steep learning curve.
Not really, no. A lot of people say that Hearts of Iron 4 has been dumbed down quite a lot.
Oh,
I kind of agree, but there's also quite deep stuff as well. Like the production model is a lot more complicated than it was in previous games. The dumbed down stuff is most people complain about the unit controls. Like a lot of people just group their armies into one command group and give them one order and let the AI sort it out. And in previous games, you had to send armies in province by province. So it is a bit down in that way.
Okay. Maybe I'll take a look at it soon. Okay, let us move on towards the actual mod. So we're playing War of the Nations, and we'll be playing as Sovirus inside the mod. Do you want to tell us a bit more why you designed this mod and around what they are?
Not sure. It's been like 2 years now. The mods themselves, it's basically World War nations in the Dominions universe. I've tried to balance it as best I can. Strange as that may sound, considering they use like machine guns and such, but most of the stats are kind of modelled on existing units. Like the rifles are basically just crossbows that fire every turn instead of once every other turn.
And do they deal piercing damage or blunt damage?
They do piercing and armor piercing. Yeah, it's basically a fast-firing crossbow.
Right. Yeah, that's one specific thing I noticed in this mod is that you actually have grenades as well, like modern weapons.
Yeah, but the sounds are mostly taken from a game called Close Combat 3, which is a pretty cool RTS game. It's quite an old one, but it's good. Right.
Okay, well, I already made a small test game. Since this is an introductory video, we'll just go there. And General Runtime right here will give us a quick description of his units, his ideas behind why he made it that way, and the balancing. And as I said before, we'll be playing as Sovirus right here. I already played a bit of a test game, so you guys probably see the battles later, so I don't want to spoil you right now. We'll just take a quick look at the units beforehand. Alright, so we have our generic commander right there who has a +1 inspirations, and I believe he is recruitable. No, he's not recruitable everywhere. Never
He's
mind.
a castle recruit, yeah.
Yeah, he's a castle recruit. Then we have a sniper, which is the scout and also an assassin. I have to admit I haven't really tried the sniper yet, and I wonder how it works as an assassin.
The rifle isn't that powerful. You'll probably want to give him like a magic item to actually kill anything. There is an explosive anti-material rifle that you can give him, which is quite good.
Oh,
that's unlocked at Construction 4, I think.
Oh, you made custom items too?
Only a couple.
Oh, I haven't seen.
And then NBC suit and a rifle, yeah.
Oh, alright. I haven't checked it out. Do I have... No, I don't. Yeah, I do have Construction 4.
It's air and fire, I think.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Oh, there we go right there. Oh, damn, we probably spoiled people right now, but... Okay. What? It's like a firebrand!
I think it's a combination of the piercer and
But
There's one with an area of effect attack, but I can't remember what it is.
this one does, right?
It's quite comparable to the others.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know you made custom items as well. Okay, okay, okay. So let us just keep going on with the units right now. So we have a Checkers Investigator, which is, I believe, is he after a Marignan mage or something? Like the priest?
What, for the unit stats or the idea?
The idea.
Oh, he's just like a... I figured that the party would have to be the sacred side of things, so the party leaders would be the priests, wouldn't they?
Right.
So he's the checker with a secret police, the original incarnation before he became the GPU and the KGB.
I see, I see. Wow, that's pretty cool. So basically that guy can... I believe he can patrol to remove a lot of unrest caused by... because we also have some blood in this nation, right?
Yeah, I don't think that would be very useful. I just put that in for the flavour. I'm assuming that you'd use the conscript spearmen to patrol.
I see, I see. Yeah, it's pretty cheap, just like a Bakemono almost. Alright, next up we'll move to the Bureau Engineer. I notice he has resource production, and he has quite a lot of diverse magic buffs.
Yeah, the diversity is going to be, I guess it's a kind of a strength, but it's also unpredictable. Like early age Ulm is quite difficult to plan around because you get so many different paths, don't you?
Yeah, that's definitely true. But overall, I think he's also quite a tough battle mage, because if you can get a combination of fire and earth, you get access to the magma evocation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, so I think he's a good unit, all-round unit, and as you stack them to research, you also create more resources to recruit more units. Then we have a Surgeon, who's actually a healer. Nature 1 mage together with... Oh wow. They cover quite a broad access of paths, huh?
Yep. I think, yeah, Sovirus only has Astral missing.
Yeah, that's definitely... Yeah, that's true.
It is a late age nation though, and I think the idea of late age is that it's broader but not as high.
Yeah. Then we have the Command Bunker. And
spawns a bunch of spearmen, yeah.
And even though we can't see right now, he actually summons conscript spearmen at the beginning of the battle. You can see the small spears in the corner right here.
5d6, yeah.
Yeah. It's good. And I believe they're also recruitable everywhere.
Yeah. Going to be quite slow to build them in just a random province, so
it's
66 resources.
Oh, that's quite expensive.
It's not too expensive. I think buying the spearmen would cost you about 100 or so.
Right. About 15 spearmen would definitely cost you 100. And I believe you can landlock a province. Does it get a bonus patrol? No, it does not. But you can always, yeah.
I figure you'd be able to evade a bunker quite easily.
Yeah, that's true. But I mean, like, units assigned to a bunker would go patrol type of idea.
Yeah, that's true. It does have a bit of leadership.
Yeah.
And it'd be good as a decoy in the event of an assassination attempt. Because an assassin's going to get... knocked around by 5d6 spearmen, isn't he?
That's true. Alright, so we also have bunkers to defend our lands from the AI. Then we have the God's Commander, which is a sacred leader, I believe. I think he's the...
capital only, yeah.
Capital only leader. With Priest of level 1, Patrol, Inspirational, and also +2, so you give everyone a total of +3 to the Moral.
Yeah, I'm hoping people use him, but I still think maybe he's not got that much going for him for a capital leader, has he? He's a good leader, but you can get an 80 leader in any castle, so I don't know.
I still think he's kind of useful because he does give a +3 morale to the units, especially if you bunched up a bunch of rifle infantrymen. They're still only at 10 morale. Yeah, I think it's still balanced in a way.
Okay.
When you
good.
have to move a really big army around, because since he already has +2, you can give him another +1 and another +1 and another +1, so he could have a total of +6 morale, I think, if I counted correctly. No,
I mean, from
7.
the dragon helmet thing.
Yeah, +7,
Uh,
+7. So he can make the armies really handy from routing. Because I guess the Russians did have a big morale, you know, with fighting and stuff. Because they were fighting with huge numbers that kept getting heavy casualties, and they had to keep retreating. So they did need a lot of morale in the end, I guess. But so yeah, that's good. That's good. Then next we have a Czechist executioner who also has some blood magic. And yeah, fire and blood, so he gets access to the devils, and you'll definitely need some empowerment. And I guess we can get access to vampires in the end as well. So why did you decide to give blood to Sovirus?
it seems kind of appropriate, doesn't it? It's kind of an evil nation.
Wow.
We're getting a bit political.
Yeah, we're getting political right now. I thought you would mean blood in the sense that, you know, there used to be like people like Rasputin and the occult and stuff like that. So that would make sense, but
Oh, Rasputin, yeah.
yeah.
I don't know that much about the guy. He was he said that he could commune with the dead, didn't he? So that'd be kind of a death thing, wouldn't it?
He used to do self-flagging, you know, where he just flogs himself.
Oh right, he was into that.
Yeah, and he was
That's,
also in a weird sect where they would flog and then they would do things.
Well, that's in the Vanilla Nation, isn't it? The flagellants with
Yeah,
was it
yeah.
Cleisty or something?
Yeah, it's inspired by the cult, but I don't think they have a Rasputin national hero or anything like this. They do have Baba Yaga, which is like the classical old lady witch in the forest that helps heroes and sometimes eats children type of deal. But so oh yeah, that reminds me, for this let's play we're definitely gonna play with luck, because how many national heroes are there for Sovirus?
5, I think.
Oh, there's actually 5 of them. Okay. So definitely luck is gonna be worth it. Did you put a turn restraint on them, or you didn't?
Oh, I didn't know that you could, but no, I didn't.
Okay, yeah, no, don't need to put that. I don't like that mechanic of the turn restraint for the hero to spawn thing. I don't.
Is that new in a recent patch or?
Yeah, it was about 4 or 5 patches ago. A bit after Terodos. It makes it so that some heroes you can only get them after a certain amount of turns. I don't really like this.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's the capital only mage.
Yeah, the Bureau Foreman. So that guy definitely has a path in almost everything. If he gets water, you can use him as a super side searcher, actually. Is he slow to recruit? No, he's not slow to recruit. So yeah, I think he's a unit that's definitely worth producing every turn in your capital once you have the gold income to support it. Yeah, they have a really broad like magic covering when I think of it, and you also included some national spells. We'll talk about those in a tiny bit. And next up, I haven't got the chance to really use it yet, but we have a field artillery.
Yeah, the starting item gives it a spell that's basically like fires from afar.
Yeah, and it actually costs fire gems to use it.
Some people have talked about using a nature spell that transmutes the unit or something so that it has like better range or something. It sounds like a bit of a pain to do that. So I'm not gonna do anything about people doing that.
And
It's like having a bird or something with an artillery gun. It would be a bit strange, but to each their own. If people want to do that, let them.
You could just, if you want to increase the range and make it kind of make sense, you could give him a lens item, like a binoculars or something that needs to be crafted and increases the ritual range of it. But I don't know what it would categorize as.
Yeah, that sounds like a bit too much trouble to go into.
Yeah, because it's a ritual, but you don't know if it's a fire ritual, since it was based off a fire spell. Oh well, that's still interesting. I believe this spell would be really great in multiplayer, but I don't think that's coming anytime soon. For me, coordinating and organizing those takes a bit of time. I'm not too sure how they would perform in battle. Like, I'd like to see how the artillery tube hits, but I wouldn't know that yet. And those guys are recruitable in one turn as well. And we also have a siege bonus. How do they perform in battle? I haven't tried it yet.
I think it's quite good against mobs, yeah. Oh. It's not got armor piercing damage on it, but it is an area of effect attack, so it always hits.
Nice. Okay, now we'll move down to the units. We have your classical militia, which in this nation, the weakest unit, since he doesn't have a gun. So that's your conscript spearmen with core resistance because they're the people of Russia. I'm guessing this is your patroller for blood, right? As you mentioned earlier.
Yeah, it can be, yeah.
Can also be used as a
recruit anywhere.
Yeah. As you can see right there in this, yep. The conscript spearmen and riflemen are actually recruit everywhere as well. This is the rifle version of the other unit. They do use a rifle, which is as described as a crossbow. It's pretty fun. You guys will see it on the first episode. It's actually a range attack, which is armor piercing and deals piercing damage. And basically we have quite a bit of ammunition, so you can basically shoot down any incoming enemy units as they make their way. What?
Those ones are undisciplined though, so they're not quite as good. They are quite cheap though, the conscript one.
Yeah, definitely. But then next up we have a rifle infantryman, which is, I guess, your average unit in the Sovirus army. At a respectable gold cost of 15, but quite a high resource because of a rifle of 22. As you mass a few of them, I discovered that they do great. As the enemy shows up, he just shoots them off with rifles. And as they come close, they'll use their grenades, which is a small area of effect ranged item, which works a bit like a javelin, I would say, but it works really great. I'd say it's really strong, and yeah.
The sound file was a bit tricky to get. I had to add a slight delay in front of the explosion so that it didn't blow up as soon as it was thrown. But I think I got there in the end.
Yeah, it definitely did. Then next up we have a regimental banner, which is your banner person. So you probably, those units are really handy, I believe, in with the standards, because it prevents your units from routing, as the morale was not too great everywhere. But the one thing I find too bad is that sometimes you need them with spearmen, and by default I believe being in a spearman squad makes him run forward, right?
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
But still a great unit overall, complements the army really well. Then we have a maskman, which I believe are kind of like snipers.
Basically, yeah.
So they're like the longbowmen of riflemen. Could try, but they're also sneaky, so that's actually really handy. You could make a squad to go raid enemies with it in multiplayer.
Yeah, the only stealthy leader is the assassin unit, and he only has 10 leadership though.
Yeah. That's true. And I think they could be really handy on fire archers to get rid of the enemy archers and hopefully hit a commander at the same time.
Yeah, they do have a bit better range.
Yeah. they still have a nice range of 40, so I think it's as far as longbowmen can shoot.
Is that 45? I think.
Is it?
I'm sure. Never mind.
Then next up we have autogun team, which is restricted to maximum of 1 per month. I believe one of them is worth about 10 riflemen shooting, as it uses an autogun to shoot 10 attacks per turn, I believe, of an 8 armor piercing. I don't know how to describe those bullets.
Yeah, I guess it's a bit more vulnerable than 10 units would be.
Yeah.
Considering it's like all packed into one square.
But as long as you put them at the back, they've done a respectable job. They're a tiny bit expensive, but I guess the castle defense bonus is also a plus. Have the assault engineer, which has a siege bonus as well as a castle defense bonus. I have to admit I haven't used them yet, but I'm guessing they will.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't had the time to use them yet.
Some people are saying that they only used these ones and didn't use the rifleman.
Oh, really? I guess because the autogun. I gotta try them out. I just assumed because they were like engineers, you shouldn't recruit them all the time because the resource was a bit expensive for an expansion army. Then we have Assault Banner, which is, I believe, banner version of the engineers. Wait, are engineers recruit capital only? No, they are
not. It's capital.
Oh, damn! I didn't know. Huh. It's interesting. So they share a cap only spot together with the Guards Riflemen. Well, formation fighters have a patrol bonus and are pretty much a bit better than normal rifleman.
Yeah, pretty much.
And we have a banner variant right there. Alright, so that's it for the units that we've seen. Now let's take a small look at the summons and whatnot. So, no, not in conjuration. One thing I have been able to try out a bit is that they have unique national spells, such as the Armored Car. Those are pretty fun to use. We can also get some flamethrowers. We also have an Assault Devil, a devil with assault rifles. We have, where is it? Yeah, there we go. We also have Ghouls with assault rifle and heavy armor. So that's gonna be definitely interesting to try out.
Yeah, I tried to merge World War II into the Dominions universe as best I could.
Those are pretty cool ideas. I especially really like the armored car. I think it was a great idea to use it. But we also have tanks, so we're gonna see how it goes. With I guess with all the magic powers that you have, all those nationals are easily accessible, right?
The Assault Devil's a bit tricky because you're only going to get one fire on a mage with blood. So you'd need to either have a bureau guy with 3 fire to boost into blood, or you'd need to boost your executioner into fire.
Yeah, that's true. But I believe if you take a pretender with some astral for mid and late game, you could probably cover a lot of paths thanks to the diversity. But getting those rings is always a gamble sometimes. But playing with magic might be handy actually, since I haven't done. Playing with luck. I'll probably mix luck with magic and hope to get lots of gems.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, because I tried a Misfortune Order free build for this, but I'm guessing it's not really needed. Anyways, any closing comments before we leave now, General Runtime?
No, let's carry on.
What?
No, I'm done.
Ah, alright. Well, thanks for watching everyone. That was the introductory video to our Sovirus Let's Play. And thanks to General Runtime for accompanying us today on this small introductory video, telling us a bit about the mod, the units. Hope you guys look forward towards the Let's Play. You should be up in the next couple of days. Thanks for watching everyone. and see you soon.